Hey, it's time for another episode of building Star Wars props on a budget. If any of you guys saw my video the last time, I had mentioned that I was working on a lightsaber, and so far it was costing me nothing. But I did mention what the blade was going to cost me, and it actually came out cheaper than I thought. But I bought two types of blades. I bought a solid acrylic, which is pretty much a solid piece of acrylic bar, about 1 inch thick, and the other one is a hollow acrylic hollow tubing. But I had to buy an end piece, which they carry, which I'm glad. It kind of looks like it looks like a dome or a half piece, 1 inch that I glued to the top. But then before gluing that, I added a piece of a reflector off of another flashlight that had 5 holes, which allowed enough light to pass through, but allowed some of the light to be reflected back down the tubing. Now, once I installed it into the lightsaber, the blade was still a little too clear. So even though I bought 4 inches of it, the blade's supposed to be about 3 inches long, around 3 feet long. Correction. I removed about 3 inches. 3 inches, so and the rest of that goes into the hilt, for more added support. It just seemed a little long. But I took that piece that I cut off. I took fine grit sandpaper and I sanded it. So pretty much I clouded the plastic. I sanded it up and down completely. Nothing across. I wanted to keep it uniform, so I sanded it up and down completely all the way around. And when I flashed the flashlight through it, lit up better than before. So I did that with the whole blade. So once I had the tip glued on and that plastic reflector built into the inside of the tip of the lights of the actual blade itself, I finagled it, put it together. I finally found that black grip handle, put it all together again, set in the last of the screws to lock in the blade, to also lock in the power strips at the bottom. So a total of 5 screws, headless, all hex screws. I think they're about 1/4 inch of length, and I think the size is about, I'm gonna guess about maybe I can't even guess the size of the hex screw that's in there. But anywho, I put it together, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Now, if you saw the last video, you saw what the hilt looked like. It looked kind of incomplete because I said there was a black piece that was supposed to slide over and whatnot. I was gonna have it cut, but you know what? I got the blade today. I just couldn't wait. I cut it myself and I just grind it. I sand and grind the ends off the bottom, and it just looks nice. Seriously, I may still have it go get it to have it just beveled at an angle, but either way, the measurements will still be the same. Nothing would change. Just probably just the look, but just show you what it looks like. Okay, there's that piece I said that was being cut out. That was actually came with it already. It's completely black all the way across. Here's the power source that's in there. It's now locked in by these 2 screws. Here's one right there. There's the other one. And the blade itself is locked in by those 3 screws right there. I'm glad they stick out. It looks maybe it looks a little weird, but otherwise it's fine to me. I've got no worries about it. Here's the blade. As I said, I sanded the whole blade up and down completely with a fine grit just to cloud it. And here's that round bit. I don't know if you can see the reflector that I put in there. You should be able to see it. Looks like almost like a soccer ball. Yeah, it looks enough light out, but I put the reflective side on the inside of the blade so it bounces back in, so it kind of intensifies it just a little more. And here's from top to bottom. I'm gonna put a cosmetic button in there or something like that. But this black, the grip is great. It's pretty much almost non-slip. I think it's better than rubber. But here we go. Through the power of a 3 AAA batteries and 9 LEDs, check this out. That's right. Pretty nifty, huh? No Photoshop in here. So let's break it down real quick. Parts I had, pretty much, I had them in my garage. These pieces are here. They're leftover sink parts. Something I bought at a garage sale a long time ago. So technically, you call it a reinvestment if you want to look at it that way. But really, for this project, in the end, I really didn't have to really buy anything. I didn't have to go to a store. The only thing I had to buy was the blade. You know, I had to go to a specialty store to get it. But that's neither here nor there. But you know, it's you could have gone with a dollar. I could have gone with a wooden dowel if I wanted to. It could have been cheaper. But this was a $1.87 a foot. So I got about 4 feet, enough to go into the hilts. And I had to take just like 2-3 inches off just because it was just a bit too long, and now it's just the perfect size, seriously. So, and all in all, totally for this, I see $2 plus tax. Oh yeah, and I had to buy the acrylic glue to put that tip together and whatnot, because apparently nothing else will glue it together, not even Gorilla Glue. So this is $5. This is for acrylics only, which is pretty much, I see it as an investment for other projects. Remember that. So total, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 15, with the dollar for the flashlight, batteries, whatever, we're looking at under $20. Okay, I built this lightsaber for under 20 bucks. Okay, seriously. You know, I thank my brother for giving me this piece right here, this black piece, because this just is so nifty. I mean, it just changes the whole look of it. Otherwise, it just have a black hilt. I plan to add a clip to it. I still don't know how I'm going to do that, but I will figure it out. But other than that, I'm telling you, if you just look in your garage and see what you have, the thing is, don't just start putting it together. Think it out, see what's there, look at other models of other flashlights other people have, that other companies make. If you look, you'll find some similarities. My next project, I think I'm going to try to actually do an actual replica of Ben Kenobi's lightsaber, you know, or if not Vader's, because Vader's is kind of different and tricky. I think I can actually build it out of styrene and PVC and whatnot, and make it look exactly down to the dimensions and everything, and still add a blade. Power source, probably not, but I will look into that though. I might have to go the same route as the flashlight, so I probably will be able to add a flashlight, but add a power source to it, or a light source. But either way, seriously, anybody can build it. Can build this. Look, I built this. I have no technical skills whatsoever. I have the crappiest workshop ever, and it's my dad's. My dad doesn't even know how to use half of it half the time. You know, I have to teach him. I haven't been in the shop for like forever. Okay, I used to design prosthetics and whatnot, and I used to design mold casings and whatnot. So technically, my skills do come in handy. Okay, but technically anybody can. Just put a little thought into it. You know, it may take some time. You may have half of it put together, you know, at one point, and then it's a project in the works. It'll be sitting there forever. I know this one's been sitting for maybe, I'm gonna say 6 months. So my brother gave me this piece, and it sat around for another additional 3 months. So it's just the point of figuring out how I was gonna build this, because it was too long. I just cut it with a chop saw that I had, and I got a straight cut, and I used the grinder, and I deburred it, and it came out nicely, you know, as you can see right here. I may still have it beveled at an angle. Either way, it still looks pretty cool, you know. But other than that, you know, I'm very proud of this product. I showed it to my family, and my mom couldn't believe I built it, even though she thinks it's a waste of time. But you know, I told her, like, the cheapest that I've seen, the bare knuckle product out there that's available. I forget who makes it, but it's a licensed product. It usually pop up around Halloween and Christmas time. It's like $100, $109, something like that. I know some Targets carry them. I know when Suncoast Video was still around, they carried them. They used to be like $149, and they dropped it to like $109. I think that's like the bare minimum retail that they can sell them for. Let's see. You know, I know there's the lightsaber shop that's out there online that you can build a hilt. A hilt alone can cost you like $50. Seriously, once you put it all together. You know, but if you look seriously, if you scour a junkyard, you know, an auto junkyard, anything. Just look for something that looks interesting that you think you can modify or put into a lightsaber or a prop. Seriously. Because I have an earlier hilt that I built. It's a mismatch between Vader's, Luke's, and Star Killer's, kind of. Some people call it the Sonic lightsaber because it looks like an oversized Sonic screwdriver from Doctor Who. You know, but you can build it. Seriously. I mean, just ask me. Leave your comments at the bottom. Ask some questions. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm really good about that sort of thing. So keep building. We're all fans. If you need help, I am in the Los Angeles area. I'm not the best, but I have I could come up with some of the coolest ideas ever. I have some friends out there that are really good at what they're doing as well, and I go to them sometimes as well. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to go online and look at who's doing what. It all depends what you take from it. So keep building. Put your comments at the bottom. Give me a thumbs up. Give me the finger. Give me 2 fingers. Give me the shocker. Whatever works for you. But definitely keep building and let me see what you've got. All right. Thanks.